Oh, thank you very much. Mike Hahn, Lake Koshkonong Wetlands Association, speaking against. Good afternoon.
Slight, due to the time that we've been here, slight change as well. I'm also going to represent Thibeau Hunting Club. Mitch Olson was registered to do that. He unfortunately had to leave. Mitch and myself are attorneys with Axley Brynolson, and we represent the Lake Koshkonong Wetlands Association and Thibeau Hunting Club. I'd like to read the letter first on behalf of Thibeau. I have copies of it. It's signed by Buck Sweeney, who is the president of the hunting club. I am writing to oppose Substitute Amendment 2 to SB 459. I'm writing on behalf of Thibeau Hunting Club, which owns real estate and operates as a private hunt club on Lake Koshkonong. I am president of Thibeau Hunting Club and have the authority to speak on matters affecting the hunt club. The subject amendment materially changes state law with respect to setting water levels of navigable waters. It would allow a lake district to petition WDNR to set a lake level where the district deems appropriate, and the Wisconsin DNR must give substantial weight to the district's proposal when making a water level order. The amendment adds increased emphasis on property values and economic values rather than environmental values in setting water levels. This is a substantial change from the long-standing practice of DNR regulation without deference to any particular interested parties. It is our opinion that the Rock Koshkonong Lake District and its director, Brian Christensen, are trying to manipulate the system in their favor. We have been addressing the issue of water levels on Lake Koshkonong since the 1970s. In the 1970s, we reached settlement on a case where there would be no more increases for water levels. The current Lake District completely ignored that settlement, and since 2005 has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to get an increase in water levels, which in my view will simply destroy our wetlands, allow further sedimentation in the lake, and make a much wider, shallow lake. The DNR and ALJ, the Rock County Circuit Court, and the Wisconsin Court of Appeals all rejected the Lake District's request for higher water levels. And while the state Supreme Court subsequently remanded the matter to WDNR to revisit certain aspects of the DNR's review of the proposed water level order, that matter remains pending before DNR to go through the proper administrative channels. This legislation is designed to override that process. The legislation creates a favorable position for one entity, the Lake District. It does not change the rules for any other petitioner to change a water level, such as property owners that are not subject to a lake district. If a non-lake district petitioner seeks a new water level order, that petitioner would not be entitled to the substantial weight deference. The legislation gives one entity a favored status over other participants without any rational basis. It also fails to define what substantial weight means in this context. Additionally, the legislation forces critical and complicated property rights issues onto a fast track with minimal public comment. On behalf of Thibeau Hunting Club, I vehemently oppose this proposed amendment. While I do not agree with the DNR on everything they do, they should be the agency that protects the environment. Their role should not be usurped by a Lake District Board and their personal agenda. Sincerely, Buck Sweeney. As far as